Hey guys, welcome to Otra Noche in Miami, a South Florida sports talk show. I'm your host Kenny, and I'm joined alongside my co-host Alonzo.
Yo.
All right, today we're covering the Miami Heat versus Denver Nuggets game. A lot of controversy happened in the second half. We're gonna get into all of it, but first, again, most importantly, thank you guys so much for the continued support on all the videos. This last video, the one against the Utah Jazz, we got 100 views, guys. That's just
and counting.
and
We don't
counting
know-
and
we don't know
counting.
how much that's gonna
That's
stop.
2 back-to-back videos with 100 views. We're 4 subs away from 100 subs. Again, thank you for everybody who sticks in, who comments, who likes, who views the videos. We really appreciate it. Alonzo, do you have anything to say for the fans?
No, just what Kenny said. We're really appreciative of you guys. We're not expecting 100 views every time. We're not even expecting 30, 40, 50. We're completely happy with maybe with five or six of you guys. So the fact that we get that number of 100 and back-to-back videos is really nice for us. So no, thank you guys so much. Keep liking, keep commenting, keep viewing. We're 4 subs away from 100. We have a little goofy thing once we hit it, and not expect more from us, guys.
Yeah, couldn't have said it any better. All right, so to get into the game, there's a big elephant in the room that we're just gonna go ahead and address off the bat. We both have a couple things to say about what happened.
More than a couple
things. So it was that incident between Jokic and Morris in the fourth quarter. So just basic rundown of the incident. Nuggets are up, 17, 14?
Close to 20.
Close to 20 points.
With 3-4 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, exactly. There's a play at the rim. Bam doesn't get a call. The defense for the Heat isn't set, and the Nuggets have a fast break. So Morris goes and tries to foul Jokic. He gets the foul. It was a little bit of a rough foul, but that's
you got to also keep in mind Morris is that type of guy to give those physical fouls.
And
but then again,
and it was to stop a fast break.
Yeah. Then again, remember they're up by 20.
They're up by 20. It was to stop a fast break. It's one of those fouls that are going to come as an NBA player, as an MVP. An MVP, you gotta know you're gonna get fouled there and hard. Not hard. He didn't even get fouled that hard. Jokic is the big boy. He didn't feel that. Let's be honest.
Jokic is 7 feet tall, 280 pounds. Morris is not no small guy either, but he's a physical player. But it wasn't, to me. It wasn't. Maybe we are showing a little bit of Heat bias here, but I don't even think this is bias. I think that's just it's just a hard physical foul trying to stop a fast break. Mm-hmm. And the situation was very much in Jokic's favor as far as like the game goes, and what happened after is not right. So
yeah. So after the hard foul, it's not a hard foul, man. I'm sorry, it's just not.
It's a competitive foul.
At the moment I didn't even think, oh man, Morris is playing chippy or anything. I just thought it was a foul. All of a sudden,
I thought it was a foul. Markieff turns his back. I'm like, okay, play's done. We're gonna get our defense back. Whatever. They get the inbound the ball,
and then all of a sudden, Jokic just runs up against Morris. Morris is facing the other way, and he like shoulder checks Jokic hard, not just like a little bump. Like he runs and charges into him.
Morris, you mean?
Yeah, like he shoulder checks Morris.
Yeah, you said.
My bad, my fault. And at first I didn't really think it was like, I thought it was a cheap shot, but I didn't know how bad it might have been. When they showed the replay, you see Morris's neck.
His neck whiplash. That was a bad part.
That was a scary part, and you see this guy on the floor for what it had to be 10 minutes.
It was at least 10 minutes.
All the paramedics were out there, the trainers, and they were handling him with care. Tipping him over to the side, making sure he was okay,
holding his neck still, which was the most worrisome part.
And thankfully, just everything went not well, because we don't know yet, but it was a good sign that Morris is able to stand on his own and walk
off on his own too.
On his own power, yeah. So, prayers out to Morris. He's a hell of a player. Sometimes he does get into those altercations, but again, that there's no place for that in this game at all. A game that's already been decided on a play that wasn't even that rough. Up until that point, did you see any bad blood between the Nuggets and the Heat?
Maybe not bad blood, but nothing that'll cause that.
Yeah, nothing to
the game. Everyone has their games. Everyone has their they're talking trash and stuff like that. But as like during the game, as far as like that specific situation goes, I didn't see anything that would lead to that besides the obvious altercation. So
So I have like a message to Jokic. You'll never get this message because you'll probably never hear this.
Yeah, that's
but
these people ain't watching this.
Papo, you're an MVP and you possibly just ruined your reputation. You're gonna be a villain in the NBA now just for that. There was no reason for
the
that.
foreseeable future.
For the foreseeable future, at least for the rest of this season.
Probably.
And if Morris is actually hurt from this, then even longer. You're up by almost 20 points. The foul wasn't that rough. The guy's not even looking at you, and you run up and you shoulder check him like that. Again, and there was no bad blood between the teams. It doesn't matter if it was Morris, somebody who always causes problems. It could have been Papi Juancho, the sixth-string center who never has gotten minutes. It doesn't matter. You don't do that to anybody, like on the court like that. I just can't wrap my head around it. And then on top of that, I don't even why Jokic, you're not frustrated. You had a triple-double. You had a hell of a game. Yeah, you've been balling all game. So I just don't understand it. And then on top of that, I just want to say the Nuggets fans, you go and cheer.
Oh my God. That to me was worse than the actual incident.
Yeah. So Nuggets fans, you go and cheer for Morris. Oh, he walked off the court. Good. I was like, awesome. The fans are respecting. Not even 2 seconds later, Morris probably could still hear the chants.
No. He wasn't even off the court yet. He was on his way out. They were still showing him on the on the TV, following the camera on him. He was not even under the tunnel yet. He was still passing by the out of bounds and then the initial fan areas.
And you've already got these fans going MVP. All right, bro. When's the next game between the Nuggets? November 27th, right?
November 29th. November 29th.
Nuggets
Wait for that shit.
Nuggets organization, you guys are going to be baptized on November 29th. You picked the wrong team in the NBA to fight with. You guys are going to lose by 40 points. You guys are going to get embarrassed. No player on your team is going to have a good game.
And best believe whatever amount that we're up by the fourth quarter, because we're going to fucking win that game. I'm sorry for cursing. We're going to win this freaking game. Yeah. We're going to win this freaking game. Whatever amount that we're up by in the fourth quarter, best believe all the starters are out there. I don't care if we fouled out our 5 starters. They are coming back in to finish that game, and they're not going to stop scoring.
You know what?
I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead. Did you see what Zeke Naji did?
Oh, yeah. And then, dude, you're up by 23. That's it.
Up by 23.
And then Austin Rivers fouls the next play.
You're slamming it down. Good for you. Good play. But you hang it in there like you're Vince Carter in the dunk contest where you're nuts on top of Duncan Robinson. Who do you think you are? My boy, you're getting garbage time minutes. No one even knows how to spell your last name, bro. You're irrelevant as shit.
Yeah. You got your first 2 points of the season. Congrats.
Of your career, maybe.
Of your career. I don't even know him. At the end of the day, Nuggets, you picked the wrong team to go up against. Everyone's going to be watching this. I'm going to post this on TikTok. I'm going to post this on Instagram. Everyone's going to be like, everyone's going to be like, oh, look at these Heat fans. But guess what, bro? You saw Jimmy Butler.
November 29th. Yeah. November 29th.
You saw Jimmy
Don't talk to me, Denver. Don't talk to me, Denver fans. Don't comment nothing. November 29th, you come talk to me on November 30th.
Yes, sir. You saw Jimmy Butler, right? On the bench right afterwards when he was twiddling his fingers. That's how you know he's pissed off.
They were not saying a word. Bam, Jimmy, and Kyle were
they're
staring like this.
They're nodding their heads because they know what's about to happen. Again, needless interaction. There was no reason for that. That's why I feel like I'm more angered by that. There was no reason for that.
At this point, unfortunately, we lost the game.
We were getting whooped. That's it. We were getting whooped.
No. Unfortunately, we lost the game. But now, what I love about media and stuff like that is the fact that now this altercation is gonna push the game to the side, and it's gonna be all about what Jokic did. So,
and it's going to be all about November 29th now.
It's catch me in 2.5 weeks, bro.
Yeah. And then another thing, who do we play next? The Warriors, Lakers? I know it's a West Coast team.
Lakers.
All right, let's just say it's the Lakers. Lakers, watch your heads because Jimmy Butler is going to drop 40 on you. Someone else is going to drop 30 on you because we're going to be mad. Not only did we lose, we possibly lost a player, and that whole everything just happened.
Don't be surprised that for these next 2.5 months we go on a tear.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised. Not 2.5 months, 2.5 weeks until we get to Denver. So we get Denver.
I guarantee you. I just know that Jimmy Butler just already has November 29th circled. in his calendar.
Best believe.
Ready for it.
Not even Jimmy.
Everybody.
Pat Riley circled it already.
Yeah.
Pat Riley circled it. He was like, "Oh."
Did you see? And then did you see after all the fouls were called and the texts were assigned or whatever, the pettiness from Spoelstra? He picked Bol to shoot the 2 free throws.
That's not even pettiness. That's
pretty funny.
Well,
and then Bol was
it's
mad.
funny
I'm like, Bol was like, man, you picking me? Like, it's like, bro, you congrats, you got on the court for the first time all season.
What are you mad for? You had an opportunity to score,
and then you missed,
and you just missed. Like, you should be mad because you sucked at it, not because you got picked to do it.
Yeah. So basically. Go ahead.
Go ahead. What you say? I'll say my part after.
No. I was gonna try to like transition to the next part. So
no.
Go.
Yeah. I'm pretty much on page with you. For everything you said. Well, my couple little things that besides what you said, obviously I'm with that. Just like the amount of, how do I say this? Like the amount of disrespect that the Nuggets organization, I wouldn't say organization, but the team, like the amount of the players
on the court,
the amount of disrespect that they put out there today. Not playing the game, because up until the incident, they played a really solid game.
That's what I'm saying. Until that point, I was ready to come on here.
They played good. They played like solid basketball. Yeah. Nothing happened. But right up to that point, right up to the incident, the rest of the last 5 minutes of the game, the amount of disrespect shown by this franchise, not like the team, not like the coaches, not like the executives, because they had no control. The players and the fans. Like, I'm talking about these two groups of people, the players and the fans of Denver.
Yeah.
The amount of disrespect shown in a setting like this, when a player's safety is in question, a player's health is in question, not knowing if he's going to be able to walk off the court.
Yeah.
And then, you did a little bit something nice by cheering on him a little bit when he walked off.
And then you immediately
not even a second later, you immediately just retracted that whole thing. We forgot about all that. You started cheering for Jokic. Jokic was in the bench. He did not look unfazed. He made.
And then the Nuggets players were coming up to clapping up.
And the Nuggets player had the audacity to come. Hey, you did good.
Like, I get clapping him up because whatever, but do a little celebration.
If they clapped them up before that, like, hey, good game, whatever, this and that. But the thing is, right after the altercation, now I don't know what they're saying. We're not there. Yeah. But like, if they're clapping them up, for me, like as a fan, not even as a Heat fan, as a fan of like basketball in general as a sport. And
you don't want to see anyone injured like that.
Playing sports the right way, seeing someone injured like that, whatever, the whole incident happened, and then the disrespect from the players and the fans, the players going up to Jokic, clapping him up. I don't know what they said, but for me, I'm like, okay, why are you clapping him up and smiling and all that stuff and nodding your head like it's all good? Like, he almost didn't just ended this man's career, possibly. And then the fans,
cheering on and chanting MVP,
like this, like he's actually done something.
Oh, I got one MVP. I forgot how to
act. MVP. Yeah. Congratulations, bro. What have you done to Denver? What have you done?
All this to get bounced out in the second round.
Yeah, you guys always get bounced out in the second round. Congratulations. Do something different. Learn how to win.
I wanted to say what you were saying. Up until that point, I was ready to come on here and say nothing but good things to the Nuggets, because that's what we've done. Every time a player cooks us, Jason Tatum, when they beat us, I was like, hell of a player. Donovan Mitchell, he cooked us all game. I was saying
that wasn't even Jason Tatum. That was Al Horford.
But we were talking about him. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then now today I was ready to come on here. Nuggets defense, locked us down. We couldn't get anything going. Jokic played a hell of a game, triple double. But now it's just like, no.
That's why I love like the medias and stuff like that. Yeah. The whole game is gonna be tossed away. Yeah, we lost. We lost the game. That's that on our part. But
now it's on Jokic.
Now it's gonna be overshadowed by the whole Jokic incident, and I'm happy. I'm happy for that. I hope I don't like. This is gonna be a weird thing for me to say. Like, I wish nothing but the best for Jokic. I hope he has a good career and all that stuff. But I hope that as of like right now, the foreseeable future, he's gonna get some backlash. Not
You
just
hope
like,
so you don't on the court. You don't hope anything changes. You just hope that like fans.
yeah,
boo him.
I don't hope he's gonna get. I don't hope he gets injured. I don't hope anything happens bad to his family. Knock on wood. God forbid. But like as far as the narrative of Jokic, I hope that changes for the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
At least for the recent future.
Yeah. So it's just a cluster F. Unnecessary. I really thought Jokic was a good dude. His story is amazing. Everything about him. I thought he played the game the right way up until that point.
No, he played amazingly up until that point.
Yeah. So basically, that's like the main thing that happened in the game, guys. That happened.
I don't even care that we lost the game.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay, I just want to say I don't want people to think we're just using this as an excuse to justify the loss.
Yeah, no, we're not using that as an excuse.
We lost.
We lost the game way before that incident.
We lost, and not only did we lose, we got whooped. We
got beat. Like we
played horribly.
We got our asses handed to us, our butts handed to us.
Yeah, we played horribly. Shooting was horrible again. It's Dr. Jekyll and Hyde offensive performance. One night we're gonna play amazing. We have 4 guys over 20. Then the other night we just can't get anything going at all. So I just don't want people to think that. We've played sports our whole life, so we understand that you don't do stuff like that at all, especially up by 20.
Yeah, for example, in baseball, you up by 6-7 runs in the 5th, 6th, 7th inning, what have you. You're not gonna go stealing bases.
Yeah,
right?
You're not gonna turn to the dugout and scream after a double or a single.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's just stuff like that. You don't want to see at all as a fan. So past that, November 29th, you guys are gonna want to stick into that episode because that's gonna be a good post.
I want to stick to that episode. I want to wait for that episode.
So we're just gonna go and quickly just go over what happened in the game, man. It's just an ugly game again. Like I said, I think the best way to describe this offense is Dr. Jekyll and Hyde. One day we're gonna have 4 guys score 20 points. We're gonna be amazing. Just put up 110 plus, and then other nights, like tonight, like against the Celtics,
Yeah.
There was a stat that this was the 4th time that we shot under 40%.
Yeah. 4th time this season. Yeah. Now the thing is the score is misleading. We put up 96.
Yeah.
Right. That's not the worst,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not where we should be at. Right.
Yeah.
We really picked it up in the second quarter. Not picked it up to like our levels, but like picked it up from where we were at in the first half. So the final score is misleading for our offense today.
It's not like we were scoring in competitive.
I personally feel like we shouldn't have scored 96. We
were scoring points 80, once the game was out 80. Of reach, and the other the Nuggets weren't playing there.
Those were just late time buckets. Like it wasn't nothing. Like,
yeah. It was just Hail Mary threes at that point that we were putting up.
Yeah, we got really desperate. We started chucking up some bad shots. What's it called? Cal Lowry had a horrible game. I think it was like 0 for something, 0 for 7, 0 for 8.
I think he went from having his best game as a Heat player to his worst.
Easily his worst.
That's what I mean. Again, Dr.
Cal Lowry is 0 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, 4 turnovers.
And Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, man. It's just I hope it's not going to be like this for the rest of the season. One player that like at this point, how many games we're 10 games into the season? Games. How many more games are we going to give, Duncan Robinson he's going to figure it out.
The benefit of the doubt.
I'm still on, he's going to figure it out soon because he's a good shooter.
I think he had
13 points.
He had 13 points.
Yeah.
But he did have some. He looked better than last game. He looked a lot better from last game.
Yeah, but he still had some misses that it's like Duncan.
He did. But then you got to keep in mind the hit. Well, a couple of his misses were a little bit farther out. He's not. Those are not as close as threes that we want him to be taking. But I feel like today he did play a little bit better. He did. Not to his standards yet, of course. But there's definitely you see a little bit like coming along a little.
Hopefully, man, because he's gonna be an essential player for us. We need him. We can't rely on 4 guys scoring 20 points because that's awesome that it's gonna happen in the season because it will happen more times. but we can't rely on that to happen every night for us to win games. You
Yeah.
know, it's got to be a team effort. One other thing I want to talk about is, unfortunately, Morris goes down with an injury.
We don't know.
We don't know how long it's
We're
going
not
to
in the
be.
locker room. We're not
Yeah.
we're not part of the Heat team.
So let's just
whatever.
say for a default, he's going to lose. He's going to be out 2-3 weeks.
Let's say at least for the rest of this road trip, at least.
That's what, 4 or 5 games?
Yeah, 4 games left on the road trip.
4
and
games.
And a week for the.
That's 4 games on the road. At that point, you got to think that your 7's going to have to see more minutes, right? You don't think so?
Thing is, what position does Morris play? He plays a forward spot, small forward, power forward most of the time.
Yeah.
Maybe some small ball center, but Yurtseven is a straight 7-footer. There's no way we're gonna throw him at the 4. He doesn't have the foot speed to match up with like Jeff Green or Jermichael Green today, or Aaron Gordon even at that point.
Yeah.
But
so you think
like,
no chance of your 7?
I wouldn't say no chance.
So who goes in then? Who's gonna pick up his minutes? You think just other guys are gonna have to play more minutes?
You're either supposed to lower
Changes
the rotation to 8-man to an 8-man rotation and play Tyler Hero, Caleb Martin, and Dedmon off the bench only.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he wants to keep in that 9th spot in the rotation, he has to. The only other small forward, power forward type of guy like Morris we have on the team is KZ Akpala.
And you think he would give more minutes to KZ than your 7?
I don't. It's because thing is, it's more about position than.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, but you don't think
even if I like Yurtseven, or even if they prefer Yurtseven, whatever, in the front office, which is not they're not the case. They like everybody the same, right? They have no bias, but it's more of about the position fit than who you rather give minutes to, right?
Yeah.
Because it's not always like, oh, Dedmon's out, so let's throw it back to third string center, right? We don't have that other guy. Like, we don't have the third or fourth wing as deep as center position.
Yeah. But, I get that. I just think
or sorry to cut you off. Or Gabe Vincent gets some minutes, and then Caleb Martin runs a small ball 4, which I really doubt.
Just the idea of Gabe Vincent getting more minutes.
It's pick your poison at this point.
Yeah.
Would you rather have Gabe Vincent or KZ Okpala?
KZ Okpala. Just go see what that guy can do.
I mean,
it's tough. No, it's tough. I don't want to be in exposed position right now. That's why hopefully maybe nothing. No, maybe nothing happens.
Quick recovery from Mark.
Yeah, and maybe he only misses 2 games. Because he's a tough guy. So.
Yeah. Also, PJ Tucker got hit in his neck. He appears to be fine, but you never know because the neck. Obviously, the neck is a dangerous part.
Bam, when he went down with that knee. Oh my God!
Knee on knee. Don't be surprised if like tomorrow or next game he wakes up and it's hurting and he has a bruise on it and he can't walk. Cause he got up and walked, but again, adrenaline is pumping and stuff like that. So maybe you don't feel it. That's the type of thing you wake up the next day and then
it's just pain.
Yeah.
When Bam went down, man, I audibly stood up and said no.
I almost turned off my TV.
Dude, I was like, no shot.
I was like, oh, he's gonna be out for 2 weeks. He's gonna be out for 3 weeks.
I was thinking horribly more, bro, because I didn't see the knee to knee, so I thought it was non-contact. I thought
like a hyperextension or something like that.
No, I thought worse, bro. I thought.
Oh no, because I saw the knee to knee, so
I didn't see the knee to knee. I thought he just fell, and I was like, "Oh my God!"
Like just an awkward step type thing that you don't notice, but then you feel it.
Yeah, like it's just something horrible. And he was like looking at his knee, grabbing it, and shaking his head. I was like, "No." But once I saw the knee to knee, it was still painful.
It still hurt, but it was like contact though.
Yeah, so you could see what happened.
Yeah, it wasn't like no tendon or like Achilles or something that you take one bad step and then it's done.
So I was thankful to see that because Bam, man, he's like, I feel like he's
the franchise guy. He's the franchise guy. Like Jimmy's the dude, right? Obviously, but like as far as like the future of the franchise, it's definitely Bam and then Hero right under him.
Yeah. And there's not really much to talk about this game after. I got all my emotions out.
The initial things.
Yeah.
maybe just a quick little rundown of like overview,
Yeah,
like as far as the team goes. Like
go ahead. I know you've got
our
more notes than me.
yeah. Well, like I said, Duncan Robinson. I think he played a little bit better.
Hmm.
Um, we're not even close to what he is like can be for us.
Yeah.
But I think there's definitely he's starting to hit a little bit of his stride, maybe a little bit.
One thing I do want to congratulate Duncan is I incorrect. Yeah,
he broke his own record for the most games with a 3 for a Heat player. I think
I
he was at
incorrectly
58.
stated last episode that he broke it. He had tied it. Now today he
Yeah.
broke it. So
Yep.
congrats on that, Duncan. Hopefully you break
Yeah.
more records for us.
Oh, he definitely will. Just our offense, like for the whole game. Our offense for the whole game, we had. This, I'm not talking about shooting. The shooting we already went over it was horrendous. I don't even want to get into that.
Yeah.
Everybody on the offense. This is except Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler had a great game.
Well, in the first half.
No, even in the second half, he didn't score as much as in the second half, but he did hit a couple 3-pointers, which is really good to see. I like the fact that he took those threes and the fact that he made them. It looked good coming off the hands. But besides Jimmy Butler, our offense today was really really stagnant and like really, how do I say it? Not unorthodox, but like not how we usually run our offense, right?
Yeah.
Our pace, I think, was okay for the most part. That's being a little bit generous, but okay for the most part.
Yeah.
But I think definitely the biggest thing for us as far as our offense goes is our turnovers and sloppy passes and sloppy pace.
Yeah.
We had let me check this box score right here.
We had 13 turnovers.
We had 13 turnovers.
Yeah.
They had
9.
No. I'm trying to. Okay, no, I didn't see it because they had us like 14 or 15 points off of our turnovers.
Horrible.
So like that was a very sloppy game. We didn't have 20 turnovers like our worst games, but like the times of our turnovers were really really troublesome.
Something I'm seeing here. I'm sorry. Do you?
No, go ahead.
Something I'm seeing here on the stat. When I was saying that Bam goes after the other, big centers in the league, like the top 3 guys.
Yeah. That's I was gonna get into him right now.
Yeah, 50 points in the paint by the Nuggets, man.
Yeah,
compared to our 26, it's just that's an ugly stat to look at, in my opinion.
Look at the rebounds too.
The rebound, we got out rebounded again, and this time it wasn't like how you said with the Celtics where it was only 1. This time, what was it? 12.
Wow. And look at the defense and offensive rebounds. Look at the defense. The difference in offensive rebounds as well. They doubled our
offensive rebounds. They had more double chance points, and I guarantee you some of those were just like pass it back out to the line 3 backbreaker.
Oh yeah. That was a common theme. Like today our like number one, our offense was just all over the place, just sloppy.
Couldn't get started.
Kyle Lowry, like I don't want to pick on Kyle Lowry. I'm not saying this loss was his fault,
but 0 points.
Kyle Lowry did not have his type of game today, as far as like facilitating and setting up guys and stuff like that. He didn't have his. It was not his day today. Yeah. It wasn't many guys' day today.
But apparently it was for Will Barton, random heat killer, man.
Yeah, I marked that down. Random heat killer.
Made every single 3.
Like, I don't. Besides guarding the 3-point, I think we did a horrible job of guarding threes today. I think
I was telling you,
down. We dipped off a little bit too much. We gave the shooters way too much space. We had a couple of late rotations in key times in the games. It was like when we got sorry, one last thing.
Go ahead.
When we got within like 14 points, when we started to show a little bit of life, I was like, okay, maybe I wasn't getting my hopes up, but I was like, okay, I little by little, one late rotation, Will Barton had a 3. That was a dagger for at that point. That was just the 3-point shots today. Number one, it wasn't falling for us, and number 2, we didn't do a good job of like stopping them or trying to stop them.
I mean, actually, I'm looking at it. They only shot 12 for 41. We had a better.
But they took more threes, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is the timing of their threes is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, and they had way more open looks.
We had I'm saying like the type of threes and the timing of threes is what killed us. We like it was just really like.
And a lot of the threes
unfortunate
were in the
timing.
fourth quarter.
Exactly.
Oh my god, I can audit at I
Not
can
what?
visually remember like 4 or 5 threes in the fourth
Oh
quarter
yeah,
when the
for
game was
sure.
out of hand.
Yeah.
Um,
I wanna get into Bam real quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Bam, like we had this conversation with Rudy Gobert. He had a solid game last game.
Yeah,
Rudy Gobert wasn't a factor. I think besides obviously Joel Embiid, I think Jokic is definitely the toughest matchup for him.
yeah.
As far as on the defensive side goes,
Hmm.
and on the offense, because the thing about Bam is Rudy Gobert is bigger than Bam. I think he has 3 inches on him. I think Rudy Gobert is like 7'1", 7'2". Bam
Yeah,
6'11". Um, thing about Rudy Gobert is that he doesn't weigh as much as Jokic. I believe Rudy Gobert is like maybe
yeah,
260.
yeah.
Jokic is a big boy.
Jokic
He's
is
a
a
bigger
big boy.
boy.
Yeah,
He's about 280. And Bam is about what 235, 240.
yeah,
So think about toughness with you, and the same thing goes with Embiid. Jokic and Embiid are both probably the two biggest centers in the league.
yeah,
Not height wise, but I'm saying like body mass.
yeah.
Um,
More presence in the paint.
exactly, a bigger body than
Yeah,
Gobert. And obviously they're the two best offensive centers in the league.
yeah.
With Cat and Bam being up there for top three, top four.
Hmm.
I think Bam, he did obviously he did his best, but I think Bam really struggled as far as not just Bam, but like as far as the matchup goes.
Hmm.
I think we as a team, starting with Bam because that's his guy, we did a really bad job of keeping Jokic out of the boards, the offensive and defensive boards. Like he had 15 boards today,
Yeah,
and you look at the stats, they had 49. So that's 1/4 of their rebounds coming from one player.
yeah.
Yeah, he's MVP. He's a 7-footer. He's gonna get his rebounds,
But that just
but
can't happen.
it's just you can't you when you have a guy like that, you have to take note of that. And it's just like he just had a day. He just teed off, and that Bam really he played down like on his standards because of the struggles as a team in general.
Yeah.
So that was a killer thing. So
Yeah. Just Jokic dominated. Unfortunately, was Jokic. I wish it was any other player.
Will Barton too was right there.
Yeah, you're gonna have a random heat killer.
He's
He's not.
25.
He's not a random
He
heat
no,
killer.
he's a random. He's a random heat killer. Boy was averaging 11,
Well,
12 points.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Will Barton's like a decent player. He just had
Yeah,
a
he's a
really good
decent
game.
player, but I'm saying like it's those type of decent players that always just seem to go off against us.
Okay, but he's not no Brian Forbes with the Bucks. Oh my.
Bryn Forbes.
Let me not. Bryn Forbes. He had. Let me not. He had like 14.
He's not no Royce O'Neal.
He had. Bryn Forbes had like 14 points combined the whole rest of the Bucks run.
Yeah,
But against us,
average 22 or some shit.
I don't really have anything else to say. Again, this is just one of those nights you just want to forget. Ugly night.
Yeah,
You got the Panthers losing. What was it, 4-0 against the Islanders?
4-3.
Oh, they came back 4-3.
Yeah,
Oh man,
I didn't watch the rest of the game because that was the time that he.
Me neither. I was playing soccer. I came home for the Heat game. We lost the soccer too, man. It
Yeah, it
sucks.
was a rough night for South Florida sports.
Rough night.
Not just a couple more things right before we wrap it up.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is gonna be a quicker episode because it was besides the incident and
I already got my emotions out,
yeah,
man.
as it was just rough. Um, don't be surprised if there's some news coming out tomorrow morning of a little altercation
In the parking lot?
either in the parking lot or on the way out of the stadium between
Yeah.
our boys and
I wouldn't be
those
surprised if
guys.
Jimmy Butler was standing outside the
Yeah.
locker room
Don't
right
don't
now.
be surprised. Don't be surprised if UD throws some punches or something happens tomorrow.
Man, I'm surprised Spoelstra didn't put UD into the game.
No, he's gonna play on November 29th though for sure. He might even
That'd be
start.
awesome.
He might even start against Jokic. No cap.
That'd be awesome. Man.
That'd be I'll fly back. I'm gonna fly back just to watch that game.
At the same time, I wouldn't want to see UD do something stupid, like just like start a fight.
Bro, UD's 41. You think he cares? He
no, but okay, but I care.
doesn't
You
play.
know, like I don't want to have to be like, damn, UD, why would you do that? You give me like, if we're gonna,
Damn, Jokic, why'd you do that?
okay, if we're gonna say that about Jokic, we have to say the same thing.
No.
about UD.
Hold on, because
Yes.
I'm the type. I'm the type. You gotta get your boy. You gotta get your back.
I'd rather
you
have.
did it to us. We're gonna whoop your ass, and then
Okay,
we gonna make
okay.
you. I'm not saying he's gonna like punch him or like choke him out. I'm saying like he's gonna get his words in. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
We're gonna get their ego. We're gonna give them our
100%.
piece. We're gonna
Get
give
in
them
their
our
face,
piece.
but
Exactly.
I'd rather have us win by 40, embarrass the F
Is
out
what
of
I'm
them.
saying. We're gonna beat them. We're gonna whoop them, but then we're also gonna let them know that
And
that
then
we beat them.
we can
That
chirp
we beat them.
all we want. So
Exactly. I'm not saying we're gonna start fights. So
yeah,
obviously,
I don't
we don't
want
want to start fights. Safety and players is the first thing.
Yeah.
But we're
At the
gonna
end
let
of
them
the-
know.
yeah.
We're gonna let them know that we beat them by 30, by
Yeah.
40,
Because
whatever
if
it was.
something like
whatever it's
that
gonna be.
happens, we're gonna have to hold our own team's players accountable. Like we're not gonna switch up on our opinion just because it was a Heat player.
Exactly.
So yeah. Do you got anything else to say, man? I'm like I said, I'm just
November 29th.
November 29th, baby. I'm ready for that. I'll probably I was gonna say I'll probably go to like a bar or restaurant and watch it.
No.
That's
one of
got
those
to
games
be. I gotta sit down. And
You gotta sit
enjoy
down
it.
and appreciate the massacre.
Yeah, I'll put on one of my jerseys on
For
just
sure.
to watch that. Man, if we win that episode,
I want. What day is that gonna be though? Like, I hope it's on a weekend.
yeah,
That's on Monday. That's tough.
that's fine.
That's tough.
That November 30th episode is gonna come out very nice.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the good thing is, it's in the FTX arena.
Hell yeah.
In Miami, man.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I might screw around and try to find tickets for that, yo.
You might as well start booking them right now because I'm pretty sure they sold out already.
Little post game Otra Noche in Miami recording in the car in the FTX arena parking lot. That'd be cool. All right, I think it's time to wrap up the episode. You got anything else to say?
No. Rough night for the boys. Next game on Wednesday against the Lakers. Tip off at 10 o'clock. It's a little bit later of a game.
It's Veterans Day the next day, so we've got that working for us.
Yeah, and we play. It's a back to back. We play Clippers the next day. So
at 10, I would imagine, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully. Okay.
Yeah. Expect next episodes the days after.
Expect a little bit more hype.
Yeah, for sure.
No, can't say that.
Last thing, once again, thank you guys for watching. We're not, again, I'm gonna keep saying this. We're not expecting 100 views every time.
Yeah.
We're not expecting 50 views every time.
Yeah.
We're not even expecting 30, 40, right? We're as long as we have the small 3, 4, 5 groups of 5 people watch it, we are more than happy of keep doing this. And it's not like it's not like this is a bad thing for us. We love talking about it,
Yeah.
So we have fun. We've had fun doing it regardless.
Like we've said in every single episode, this is something we do no matter what, even if the camera isn't on. Like we do this playing video games. When he was here in Miami, we would just talk. Anyways.
Talk. We won't even play, we'll just talk.
So this is one of those things that it's just we're doing it, we're recording it, we're having so much fun with it.
Yes.
So there's nothing you like if we haven't gotten any haters, but if any haters are probably, I feel like if some Nuggets fans watch this episode, they're gonna be in the comments.
The Nuggets are already commenting on ESPN,
nothing,
and Instagram and stuff, saying
there's not really
Morris
anything
is a bad foul, whatever.
Nothing,
whatever.
Yeah, there's nothing you can say. Like we're just having fun, and the fact that you guys are loving it, supporting it, no matter what, means the world to us, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
I just want to reiterate, we're not experts. We're nothing close to experts. We just want to, we're just giving you a fan's perspective.
We love the Heat.
So.
We love sports. We love talking about sports. We love doing this right now.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up this morning knowing, I was at work and I was like, bro, I can't wait to get home. The Heat game, no matter what the Heat game outcome was, I was looking forward
to talking.
So again, thank you guys.
Appreciate it for sure.
So it's gonna be a time for us to sign off again. Thank you guys, and we're gonna see you. November.
Next game is on Wednesday. What is that? November 12th.
November 12th.
Heat versus Lakers recap.
Yeah.
And then November 13th, Heat versus Clippers. Heat versus Clippers recap. Yep.
So you're gonna get a slew of us. So don't get tired of us.
Yep.
All right, guys. Signing off. See you guys.